Good morning, Diane.
Good morning.
How are you?
I've been better.
Uh-oh, what's wrong?
I had an abscess tooth, so I had to have it removed. So,
Oh, I'm sorry.
it's better out than in.
That's for sure. Yeah, yeah. It'll get better now.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Oh, I'm
It's just
sorry.
that, I can't eat. And last night I told the others it was before 9 o'clock. I said I'm going upstairs. And I walked from our family room upstairs to the bedroom. I was so cold. I was shivering.
Oh no.
I thought, and we have an electric blanket. Turn that on,
Yeah, for
snuggled up
sure.
into bed. And
Yeah.
it was the weirdest thing. But
Huh.
but anyway, I'm on the road. You
Road
know,
to recovery.
yeah,
Okay, good.
I don't have any swelling or anything like that. It's just that maybe I had it for a while
And you
and
just
didn't
didn't know.
know it.
Yeah,
And
right.
maybe, went through my system. So
Right.
just
Yeah.
punky. But life goes on. And I will show you my sweater.
Okay, I'm gonna be right back, okay? Because I heard the
Okay.
door.
No, no, go ahead.
Of the beads, yeah. We'll just holler if you have any questions. You bet. So what you got?
I'm getting it ready. I think I'm gonna have to put on the hanger because I'm working on the sleeves.
Okay, nice.
And so I have to try it on before I go any further to see but I'm doing both of them at the same time and I split them so that I could try it on. So
As you go.
yeah, so here I am.
It's so funny because when you hold it up, it looks like it's a gradient.
Really?
Yeah, the color all in the picture, it looks like purple on the top and green on the bottom.
Oh, it does.
Isn't
Oh my
that funny?
golly, that is. And even if I come close, it still does.
Yeah,
That is so wild.
interesting.
It'll be a surprise.
Well, it's beautiful.
I'll hold it here and then I'll show Jean and then put it down. Oh, hi, Jean.
Good morning, Jean.
Morning.
What
Cool.
you got on?
Let me pin you because I want to see what you got there.
I'm gonna pin Jean because I want to see what she's got
I know.
on.
I'm working on the sleeves, but I have to try it on to make sure. That's why they're split.
Because you do the two sleeves at once, like you do two socks at once, right?
I do. Yeah,
That is
I
so
do.
genius.
I don't know
Jean,
about that.
when you look at Diane's thing when she holds it up, does it look like it's a gradient?
It does in the
Yeah,
way. I don't know what it is with the lighting,
isn't
but it looks like it's
so
purple
funny.
at the top and it fades to like green or gray.
Green.
Yeah.
All right, what are you wearing, Jean?
I'm wearing a, oh, what was the name of this thing?
Oh, I love
Persimmon.
it.
Persimmon wrap.
Oh my golly, that's beautiful.
That is, the colors are so nice.
Thank you. It was a kit, so I can't take credit for picking out the colors.
And all the different stitches, it looks awesome.
But
It
you
really
just knit,
does.
it's just knit in one piece and then you just seam it, the last
Yeah,
part of it.
that's what I did with my Rainbow Hugs and Kisses shawl.
Oh, yeah. Same
Yeah,
concept then, yeah.
I don't know that one.
the one that's on the bathroom door. It's the rainbow color pack from Dream and Color.
Ah,
Yeah.
Do you have any of those kits left? Any of those?
No,
Yeah, that was a special edition thing, I think.
those be long gone. I mean, I had them, a year ago.
Yeah, oh, okay. Yeah, I maybe bought one or two over the years.
Whoops, I couldn't hear you. We got some electrical work going on here. What was that?
I said I maybe bought one or two over the
Yeah,
years.
right. Yes, definitely.
What are you working on, Charlene?
I am actually working on a scarf for a friend that she used to come to my knitting classes, and she's like, I don't think I can finish this. Will you please finish it for me?
Aw.
So
Oh,
she's 90 some. And so that's what I'm working on right now. But I started my Delta last week, right?
yeah,
Yes.
you showed
Okay.
us the beginning. Oh
Okay,
my
well,
surprised
I
you're
goodness.
not
got
wearing
down
it
to
today.
the sleeves. You know, I separated for the sleeves.
I love those colors.
Look
Very
at
nice.
you. Oh my goodness.
So it's coming along.
Oh,
And you're
it's
doing fingering
beautiful.
weight, right?
Yes. Yep.
Oh, I hope it doesn't fit.
Me too.
Thanks, Diane. Cutie.
Sorry.
Hello, Mary.
How is everybody?
Good, yourself?
Hey.
Good.
Hi,
Well,
Mary.
Diane could use a little healing hugs.
Oh. What's going on, Diane?
Oh, I had an abscess tooth and I
Oh,
had to have
ouch.
it extracted.
Oh, bummer.
So I'm kind of
I looked around
punky today.
Yeah.
different.
Oh, Mary's got something pretty on.
Oh, show and
Can you-
tell, please.
Let's see if I can.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, it's so pretty.
The needle,
Amazing.
Nicolette Corey.
Needles on it? Oh, that's your hair.
Oh, no, yeah, it's my hair.
It was just a strand on either side to make it look like your needles were wrapped around your neck.
No,
That was funny.
Is the pattern out, Mary?
I don't think so. Let me look for it.
Then before I make my decision on that, can I see the stuff?
But also happy very belated birthday.
Oh, thank you.
I was gonna tell you last week, but then I didn't see you last week, so.
Oh,
Anyway.
Last week I ended up, I think I forgot to tell you guys, I was judging state
Yeah,
solo
I see those.
ensemble.
Yeah, that's the
Oh,
same
cool.
thing.
Oh, wow,
okay,
cool.
So how many of them are there?
I was at the biggest high school, Stony Creek. Holy cow.
Wow.
Oh, you were down here.
Yes.
Five, I think, is what I was
Yeah.
talking to you about, that if you got them all, it'd be $1 each. Plus.
So Jean, it looks like you bought quite a few things on Facebook sale.
Yeah, it all fit in the mailbox though.
I was surprised that her socks were in there.
Yeah.
Happy surprise.
Did you get some of them?
I did. I got two.
Good job.
Right is next.
I was happy.
I don't think I would want to. I mean, I know that these are sold. but
Right, right.
this is sold.
Shoot.
I still want to start a pair with the mohair. Haven't done that yet.
I haven't done that either, and I want to do that also.
Yeah.
I can't remember which pattern that was.
It was with the unique sock yarn is what I'm gonna do mine in. And like,
Okay. And you're just adding mohair to it as you knit, or was there a specific pattern that?
oh no,
Use-
I'm just adding.
Okay.
I wish there was, make life easier. Tell me what gauge I'm supposed to have and so forth. But it'll be a little bit of a challenge, maybe. Be something new for me. So yay me.
Well, they'll be like sport weight then, right? And you could keep your feet nice and warm.
Yeah, and cushy maybe.
Yes.
We went to Dunham's. Yeah, before Christmas, and they had these neat socks on sale, and they're infused with, I can't
Aloe
remember.
vera. Aloe vera.
I think so.
Yeah.
And they are the nicest, cushiest socks I have ever had. And I gave a pair to a friend for Christmas because I thought I love them and she's always talking about her feet. And I thought, and I made her husband a scarf and I gave her the socks. And it was kind of like, oh, thanks for my socks.
Oops.
Darn. So next time I saw her, I asked her if she tried her, if she wore her socks yet. And she goes, no, not yet. Still trying.
Oh,
And I said, she says, no, I said to her, oh, I just love mine. I said, it's infused with aloe vera and it's so cushy and nice. Oh, I'm gonna try them. I hadn't noticed that part of it. And every time I see her husband, he keeps saying, thank you for the scarf. And it was just a simple scarf. It wasn't anything. But I like to do scarves ahead of time, and then if I need a present for someone, I have something rather than nothing at all.
right.
Yeah.
Ooh, too hot.
I think that's probably what I'm gonna do. This is my third chevron cloud that I'm doing. So that may end up as being a Christmas scarf for some of my lady friends.
That's very nice.
But I'm keeping this one. I really like this one.
Is that the
Might as
one
well
you-
keep your favorite.
Exactly. Yeah.
Is that, I think, is that the same one you held up last week? That was really pretty.
Yeah, the pink and white.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
How's Carolyn? Is she still in Traverse City?
I don't know. She got a lot of stuff on the Facebook
Yeah.
sale.
There's snow this morning. Do you guys all have snow this morning?
No?
Oh, yeah,
do
we have
not.
snow here.
How much? Lot?
Oh, I don't know, an inch or so.
That's
Enough
lot.
to, it's on the grass. It stayed on the grass.
Wow.
Thank goodness for the warm weather we had, so it doesn't really stay.
Mhm.
Melts
Yeah.
in.
Literally 75 one day and snow the next.
Go figure.
Michigan.
Pure Michigan.
We're shopping, we're looking.
We're throwing our stuff
When we're
down.
done, we made that. Just, that's.
I didn't see anything yet. Oh, that's pretty.
Yeah, this isn't so pretty in person.
Oh, is that one you wanted for sale?
Yeah. $500.
Oh.
Judy, yeah.
Look at this.
It's
It's a little different.
It is gorgeous.
That's what I'm working on.
Is that yours?
No, no.
Oh, it doesn't have,
She
the
just
s-
had it laid there.
not the same inside.
Oh, that
Maybe
was
so.
What's the numbers?
That's really bad. That's a big.
It's a
Different.
different number. This is lionfish and that's sea tulip.
Sea tulip.
This is what I'm working
Wow,
on.
this is not even sea tulip.
Oh, Jean,
Look at this giant sea tulip.
you've done quite a bit on that.
So.
Oh my goodness, that is beautiful.
Is that the new Andrew Maury?
Yes,
Oh, I'm sorry.
through lines.
Lines.
Through line. I know it was
Yeah.
something through.
Yeah.
Wow, look at how open.
It's just huge, but you know,
What?
it'll keep my neck warm, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're in separate.
Yeah. Why?
Okay, and then another.
Says I'm a goat.
Greatest of all time, run with it.
Wow.
Gorgeous.
This is, yeah,
So,
it's got something to do with that sheen.
can I just see them?
Yeah, if you end up making this, she tells you in the pattern, but you can carry your extra yarns up in the I-cord, so you don't have any ends to weave in.
Nice,
Kind of is all hidden in the I-cord.
nice.
Oh, good to know.
Yeah, can you do that? Sure. Yeah, why don't you do that?
Cause there'd be like 200 ends to weave in, I think.
Yeah.
Ah,
I'm
I'd take as long as knitting it.
No kidding.
so good with that.
Diane, what's the countdown to the tiny house?
Oh, um, that's a very good question. Have to see what Gina posted. Getting close.
I figured sometime in April, right?
April 15th. We were 4 weeks last Thursday. Last Tuesday, excuse me.
So 15 plus 9.
25.
Nice.
That was 12 hours ago. So it's 24 today.
24 now, yep,
Mhm.
perfect.
Dale says, do you want to stop in Sam's Club seeing how we're right here? Okay. So
Awesome.
went into Sam's Club and
Oh, you're trying to match the.
400, went in for 3 things.
Uh-oh.
We did get those 3 things,
Okay,
but we also got an air fryer for the tiny house, and we got a broom vacuum. And then we got a boatload of other stuff. But then when we went to check out, she says, let me get you a bigger cart. Sounds like we should have gotten a flatbed. We didn't know we were doing this. But yeah, when we were looking at the air fryers, I kind of backed up a little bit and I almost banged into this man. And I said, oh, I'm sorry. And he said, oh, are you looking at the air fryers? He said, I bought this one, and he just went on to about the one he highly suggested.
nice.
And as we're going through the store, we see him, and he gives us a thumbs up on because he saw it in our cart that we really were taking his advice.
Well, just in case,
Oh,
for color work.
Ladies need any help with anything?
Yes, what is this?
Yeah. That is my silk, my shop silk, which is right here, these
Thank you.
3 rows right there. And it just takes 2 to do that.
Gorgeous.
Thank you.
And I feel so good.
That's a beautiful color.
Yeah, but they're kind of like two colors.
Well, that's spin cycle.
If you're doing color work, it doesn't really matter.
No, it doesn't, because it's better actually if you have, because you have more variety, I think.
Okay.
Said that ether was sport weight.
I use the word.
And it says.
Even downstairs. Where they are, I used to have in the middle of that room, I have them stacked up pretty high, they're just, you know, those little boxes, so.
Right, yeah, no.
It's really gonna put that level of your hair. You can shim them. I don't think.
Excuse me,
I don't think that red is that heavy. Those boxes.
Jean, did you get your pressed flowers cardigan done?
You know, I've got these.
It's mostly done. It's off the needles. I just need to weave in the ends and block it.
You're very close then.
I'm
Wow.
very close. And there's really not that many ends to weave in, so
Yay.
maybe I should get to it, seeing as how it's gonna be cold again.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
Do you know?
So I'm trying to decide
What color?
what colors I want to do based on what you have available. So I could do,
But other than that, no, there's nothing.
it didn't really look like there were enough colors, enough skeins of the Arroyo to do it. But I could do Dream in Color and Spin Cycle or just Spin Cycle
Yeah,
or
so you
just Dream in Color. I picked two different schemes. Isn't that pretty? And Andrea.
Mary, what are you working on?
Pocket.
The pressed flowers.
What isn't she
Oh,
though?
let's see how you,
He's
wait a
it.
minute, can you?
All those tattoos and then.
Oh
I
my God.
decided to do the arm just in the dots and not the flowers.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So we'll see how I like it.
Oh,
Oh,
that's,
there, now I can see
that's a
it.
cool idea.
That is.
So we'll see.
Yeah, I love your colors.
Thank you. I've got a dress that light purple color, kind of mauvey purple,
There.
and I'm hoping that it looks nice over that. I think it will,
Oh, I bet it will. How can it not?
right? It's one of those woolen dresses.
Okay,
Yeah, I think it's a sleeveless dress, and I thought, well, this will be really nice.
nice. Are you gonna make full length sleeves or like 3/4 or?
I was thinking a full length, but I don't know.
When
We'll
you
see
said
if I can
sleeveless, I thought, well, now you can make it whatever you want.
You can, yep, you can. Yeah, I don't know. I've got probably, I don't know, maybe 6 or 8 inches done on the first arm.
Okay.
So that's coming. It's kind of slow, you know? I really like the pattern though.
Yeah, I could make another one of those.
Well, I like mosaic.
Yes.
I just like the way it's done and how cool, it's like little windows, you know?
Mhm.
Yeah, you can.
Hi, Ophieni.
Hey,
How you doing?
I'm okay.
You don't sound okay.
It's so windy here. I've got 2 sets of chimes out there and they're just going like crazy.
Maybe you should just set them on which bundles you want, just set them on the counter. But tell me and I can set them on the counter. Cause I'm gonna have to bring them up individually. Oh, yeah. Get pictures of these awesome sweaters with everybody.
Okay, Judy, which ones are yours?
In the little plastic bag.
You did all of those?
Yeah.
Holy crap.
Yeah, sure.
Five.
Ones that you want.
That's a lot.
No, now I woke up with a migraine, finna get ready to take migraine medication.
Sweaters or baby?
Sorry.
Don't look under the arms.
Well,
You need to come in. Oh, yay, thank you.
Does the weather have anything to do with the migraine problem?
Yeah, every time around the summer I get these. So I've been on medication for a while though. I take for 'em.
Are you in Michigan?
No, Oklahoma.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
look at that
They
one.
be so bad, they be in the back of my neck, in the back of my head. Yeah.
Yeah, my daughter has them. They're no fun.
No.
She just went to a doctor somewhere in Ann Arbor where whatever they did, she said, I'm having half the migraines I was before.
I know.
So that's,
She's got-
Oh, wow.
She's got what?
Hello.
Yeah.
I wish I get real on.
yeah. Well, she lives in Ann Arbor, so she's been to there's I think it's like a headache clinic, and she's been to quite a few places, but she's working with a neurologist and whatever it was that they did. I'm like, well, that's awesome. She's having some other issues and some tendon pain is very odd. And
Mhm.
they can't figure that out, but whatever they did, migraines are so much better. If she takes steroids, they're way better, she said.
Oh yeah, they had me on steroids one time with the migraine meds, and they did good.
Yeah. You can't, it's not good to be on those for too much.
Mm-mm. No.
Oh, goodness.
I've got some, but you know, I haven't even blocked anything that I need to do it. But just. I'll show you.
Okay, thank you.
Boy, she's really getting down on the yarn there. I was in Thursday and it's really getting down.
Place.
Good for her.
Yes.
It's that yarn you use. Yeah.
But there's still so
I
much.
have it with me.
Yeah. Well, it's
Or-
deceiving, right?
Yeah. We're in Thursday? Tuesday.
Well, we've been back and forth to Ann Arbor a lot between, he had the lithotripsy done and we ended up having to go a couple of times because he passed stones in between the x-rays. And then we weren't sure there was still a stone in there. Well, there had to have been more than one stone because he has passed chips and he's also passed full-blown stones since then, since the
Wow.
lithotripsy. So yeah, he's really had a lot of stuff come through. So better through than stuck.
Yes,
Good point.
poor guy.
Well, one of the days, I'm trying to think if it was the day before his surgery or maybe a couple days after, I got a text from our son at 5:30 in the morning. I didn't hear it until about 7. And he says, Mom, when is it time to go in for a kidney stone? I'm like, oh no.
Oh,
He had just, it was the Monday after I had judged at state and he had played at 2 different sites on the piano for different school districts. He played for his school district and then he played for a district that had a problem with this accompanist. I don't know exactly what happened, but so it wasn't all at the same site. So he had to do one school district in the morning at one site and then go to another. So he got through that day okay. And then the next day, and then on Monday, he woke up with this pain. He didn't tell me he was vomiting. I found that out later. I'm like, if you're vomiting in pain, you need to go. But I encouraged him to go because Ron got into a septic situation one time with kidney stones, and you don't want that. Oh boy, that's dangerous. So he had already gone by the time I said, I think he would probably go. And yeah, he had I can't remember how big a stone was, but it was obstructing. So they were going to do something. And in between getting it all scheduled and everything, it came through. They had, I given him an IV and, probably flooded him with fluids and it came through. So he was fortunate. He said he was still hurting some. So anyway, there's been a lot of kidney stones around here lately.
Yeah.
They got to be hereditary because I've never had any. My husband has had, I don't know, 50, probably more than 50.
Big pile.
Oh my gosh, yes. I think we had 18 in a cup before this recent
I bought some last time I was looking.
thing. And he's had some at the hospital that we don't have. Yeah, he's had so many. And he's had different surgeries and all that. And both kids have had, I'm trying to think if Megan's had more than one. John's had about 3 that he's had to go in for. And he's had several others. He said usually he can feel them and he can get them to pass by just really pounding the water down. So yeah, both kids, and I think John had his first one. He was about 18 or something. He was so young. I'm like, oh man. So yeah, it makes you wonder, doesn't it?
yes.
Sure does.
Not fun.
Oh no, they're not. I've seen all 3 of them go through some pretty good misery.
Now, is it all males?
Nope, Megan, my daughter
Oh,
had one.
Megan. Okay.
Yep. And she's been diabetic since she was 11. She's 30, I think she's 31 right now. And she had a lot of UTIs. I think it was because when her sugar would get higher and she couldn't get it down as good, then she'd end up with a UTI. And, cause you're peeing out that sugar, you know, I think that's what it was. Cause we were trying to figure it out and I discontinued any baths and stuff like that. And, she still would get these UTIs. And so this one day she was already working, she was working at Sparrow. And she called me from the parking lot and she was in horrible pain. And she had just started at Sparrow like a couple months ago. She'd had a car accident, which she missed a day for. And they told her, you can't miss any days the first 90 days. Well, she had the car accident and she had this UTI. She's in the parking lot of the hospital. And she's like, I just don't know if I can go in, Mom. I said, well, go report to your thing, your wherever you check in. And then you're right there by the ER. If it gets to be, you just go down, just tell them you got to go to ER. I mean, how can they reprimand you if you're,
Can't say no.
yeah.
They see she's in pain.
Oh, gosh. So, she ended up in the ER and I can't remember how soon she went down there, but yeah, it was a kidney stone. She thought it was a UTI.
Look at the colors.
Oh, my goodness. And I can't remember if she had to have some, I don't remember the details on that one. I just remember her call and I felt so bad for her because I said, well, do you want me to come? You know, she wasn't married or anything yet. And now she's got a husband and he comes for her, you know.
There you go.
But yeah, poor thing. I did go when she had the accident, her first car accident. There was ducks crossing the road around a curve. And she came around the curve and everybody was stopped and she couldn't get stopped that quick. She tried to go between a car and a truck and a trailer and she almost made it. Not quite. So she was quite upset and she's calling me from the scene, you know. Nobody got hurt. Messed up her car. She had a fairly new car. And so I headed down there and the police took her home. So she was mostly upset, I think, about her job more than anything, but she didn't have a car because it was enough messed up that she couldn't drive it. So I said, well, I'll come down and I can stay and we'll figure out your, you know, I was there. We'll figure out your car. I'll make sure you have transportation and, you know, all that kind of stuff. So
Are you gonna do a
we
whole
got that all worked out.
I
Or
need
the one that was
two
on your
colors.
iPad?
The one that was on
What
my
a time.
I need two
Yeah.
colors.
Oh, and which ones are the spin cycle, the white or the turquoise?
It doesn't. It depends on, I need 5 skeins for the main color and 3.
I really love having her have somebody else in the house with her.
Solid color from one of them.
I don't have to do whatever I want. It's my
All
sweater.
right.
No,
You
you
can
have
do
to,
whatever
I get to
you
do what I
want.
want.
I know, but wouldn't you want to do a solid color so that the
You would want
multicolor
to,
would
but
off-
I wouldn't
be offset by
necessarily.
the
My,
solid?
my solid won't be a solid. My solid will be a blue tone, blue and blue or
Okay.
green and green. I haven't decided yet. I've got to find the right number of
Have
skeins.
y'all heard about that shawl? Everybody going crazy about it's a cow.
I don't think there's 5 of them.
What's it called?
It's called the Grid Gambit by Samantha Goin.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what you're working on, Ofini?
I just started it.
Okay.
Yeah, well, they're
Cool.
all.
Yeah, it's kind of cool.
Yeah, that's been.
Cause it almost looks
Yeah,
like
it
started-
is.
they-
I've
I
been
don't know,
following
we start.
people. That's what made me do it.
I sort of started one too.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I'll go grab it after I finish this row. I'm not very far on it
Okay.
because, you know, multiple projects.
There you go. That's me. Yep.
Kind of like, ooh, I gotta do that.
This color. Those 5 kinds of
Good
colors.
enough.
So those can be the 5, those can be considered the main color. And I'll go look for.
This one.
Yeah, there's one that just doesn't seem to. Like this one feels like it has yellow in it.
And even when she had full shelves of this, it's still hard to find.
Yeah. These bags, I will. And I'll come back with that. Okay.
Boy, I keep turning and turning to knit this sleeve. You got the two
Yes, that's very pretty.
Statistically, you might have enough to pick from to get 3. Pretty much the same, don't they?
Yeah. At least enough variation.
Yeah, that
they
it
don't
won't
stand
matter.
out.
Okay.
So,
None of them say, no, don't do that.
No,
They do
they look,
seem,
the lady with the ladder.
I'm pinning
is
you.
it blue and pink?
You have enough yardage now.
Navy and pink?
needed 5 of one color and 3 of the other when I look online.
Jean,
Yes,
is it navy and pink?
it's
Um,
purple and this kind of,
Oh, okay.
And what was the name of it?
Grid Gambit.
yes, Great Gambit. It's another mosaic type thing. So
Oh,
you only
yeah,
need the
it's
one yarn at a
pretty.
time.
Yeah, I like it.
So,
I do too. So
yeah,
pretty.
it's enjoyable.
So it's a lot of slipping stitches.
Yep, but then like, I think the purple rows are just knit a row and purl a row. I think it's been a
So
Yeah.
this would be your main. This will
little
be-
bit since I did it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Fun, very happy.
But
I know.
anyway, yeah, it's pretty good knit.
I'm gonna do these 2 colors probably.
Let me pin you so I can. Okay, ready.
Wait a minute.
Ooh,
Wait a
Oh,
minute.
your light color is similar to mine.
Yeah.
Oh, pretty colors. Oh, I
Very
like that.
nice.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
on with pink.
Yeah. It's fun though.
I think so too.
Yeah, and it's easy.
color.
My youngest son is on his way over, so I'm gonna sign off when they get here.
Oh,
Okay.
They're bringing their 2 little dogs.
Oh, fun.
my son's dog sitting for this little puff dog. She looks like, if you look at her face, she looks like a tiny little bear. And she is just the sweetest thing. You're sitting
Aw.
there, and then all of a sudden she's up next to you. She weighs about maybe 5 pounds. She's so cute. She is,
What kind of dog is she?
I don't know, just cute.
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 When you're kind of down, she's the kind of dog that comes over and just nestles and makes you feel good.
Oh,
Aw.
yeah. That's our pup.
I think great. Oh,
Yeah. She'll be laying there next to him, especially when he doesn't feel good. She'll just lay right next to him.
Aw.
we have her until the 31st.
Nice that you can care for while they're gone.
Oh, well, that's his business.
Spoil them rotten and send them home, right? That's what I do with the grand puppies.
Isn't that what you're supposed to do?
Yeah, absolutely.
So what happens when your daughter takes care of your pup? I think she's going to be tougher on her discipline wise. She took care of her the other night. We were gone. Well, we went to see a musical at the Fisher. The kids got me tickets for my birthday. And so she was going to watch the pup, and then we were going to stay there overnight instead of coming all the way back here. And she said, we forgot to say bye. We were in a hurry, so we didn't tell her bye. She said that, like, she barked almost the entire time we were gone and looked for us.
Oh,
She said, don't do that again.
Because you forgot to say bye.
I guess so. That's what she thinks. Oops.
probably say, just deserted me. You abandoned me. How dare you?
Right? Kind of looks like my triangle stitch marker moved. I don't think those would move.
Either Charlene's really busy or somebody kidnapped her.
We'll go with she's really busy.
Okay.
I think she was pretty busy last week too, for the little bit I was on.
It sure looks like
My other son stopped, my oldest son stopped in last Saturday. And I was supposed to be Zooming.
Yeah, but you came back on. Oh, Carolyn's coming on in a little bit. Yay.
does anybody know if she's still in Traverse City?
Oh no, she just texted that checking in soon. Things are going slow. We'll find out when she comes on.
Oh,
I'm
right.
assuming that means she's in Traverse City, to be honest with you.
Yeah, if I miss her, tell her I said hi, please. Well, I just texted her too.
You did. I saw that.
And also Sunny's not on yet.
No. She's busy like. She's probably watching basketball games.
Oh,
Boy,
yeah.
there's a slew of them on. Holy smokes.
Well, isn't it basketball? What do you call it?
March Madness.
Yes, March Madness.
That's everything I know about it right there.
Yeah, I know. Right. I only became more aware of it because there's a thing called sock madness.
Oh, yeah.
It goes along with the same time frame.
I
And
did
I know
that
somebody that
for a
does
couple
it.
years.
Did you?
I did. It's been a while though. Like it was Sock Madness 10 when I did it. And I think they're on Sock Madness 19.
Wow.
Okay.
It's an annual event?
Yes, it's really cool. You can look it up on Ravelry. In fact, one of their current patterns was at one of the top of the list there.
The
on
patterns are very unique. The
Yes.
one of the patterns this year, you started at the toe of the sock and you knit all the way to the top, and then you kept going the top of the next sock. And then you I think you steeked them apart.
Oh,
Ooh.
wow.
No. That's not my vocabulary.
Yeah, right?
Crazy.
I just got a message from my sister. It's a picture of one of her daughters in what appears to be a wedding gown.
Oh
And I
my.
know she's pretty serious with a guy, but what it really is a bridesmaid's gown. And it's cut way lower than this girl is comfortable. She's like, I didn't expect it to be so low. And so I'm making the suggestion that they're going to have some extra fabric because they're cutting them down to T length or something. I'm suggesting that they put a ruffle on the interior side.
Mhm.
I don't think I did that once with one of Megan's swimsuits because she's built more than the swimsuit was, right? And we had an awful time finding swimsuits for a teen girl that built like that. Anyway, so I took the picture and I marked it up with a red. I just used my finger to draw my idea. And it's red. And Ann says, I love the colors. The gown looks white, but she said the color isn't white. It just can't be seen in the photo. But how funny.
Oh, that's a good idea though, on to modify it though. That's
Yeah. Well, the only other thing I could think of would be like a lace, like a straight lace inset, almost like you were wearing a cami or something, but I don't know how that'd look on a bridesmaid's gown, where the ruffle, just not ruffle it too much, just a little bit.
yep.
I think it might look okay. Especially being they have the same exact fabric.
Mhm.
Because
Right.
each gal is wearing a different style in the same color, it sounds like. So if
Oh,
everybody's got
okay.
a different style, how do they know that style didn't come with the ruffle?
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah, if they're wearing different style dresses, that's perfect.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So I think she was like, oh no, what are we going to do about this? You know how you run across these kinds of problems. And but I already ran across that problem with, when she had a boyfriend and she was about 14 or 15. I'm like, I like the suit, but this top, we got to do a little more with that. I didn't really have that problem.
I never had that problem, trust me.
Yeah. I think they're bigger these days. Well, I guess not all of them are, but I think some of them, I think maybe it's the hormones in the chicken, and I don't know. Hard to say.
Yep.
Everybody is different. But yeah, apparently she picked out the style, maybe wasn't able to try it on ahead of time or something. And yeah, it came and whoa.
Surprise.
Yeah. And the wedding is that's about a little less than 2 months away. It's probably 7 weeks away. But I could probably put the ruffle on there, I bet. I don't know if they're having somebody do it. My sister started a full-time job, which she's not worked a full-time job since she had her children. And so nobody is used to her working like that. And so everybody still asks her to do all these things for the family.
Yeah.
She doesn't know how to say no.
Well, she's still not used to it either. And she doesn't want to say no.
Mm-hmm.
But looked like her husband was going to be laid off and they weren't going to have any job. So she was
Oh.
able to get this job. It almost fell in her lap, and it's mostly internet. I think she has to go in once or twice a week. But most of the time she can do it from home wherever she is. And they're in the process of helping to take care of her father-in-law. So they spend about half of their time, an hour and a half from their home. So that really complicates trying to have a job. And her husband's job, he ended up getting a different job in the same, he just transitioned right into a different job. So he didn't end up laid off at all, which was wonderful. And he can drive, it's actually closer from his father's home to drive. The job that he has now is quite a ways from their home. But so he can drive from either place, and she can work from home. She has a lot of control over her schedule. So she's worked it out. So when she does drive in, she's driving from their home. So it's really a great job to have, you know. I'm happy she was able to find something like that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, very nice.
Yeah. So, you know, I think she doesn't really want to give it up because her husband's job has been a little bit unstable, and at least that's something. They don't have a lot of bills or anything, but all their kids are through school now, and, you know, they don't owe on much of anything. So that always helps too.
Mm-hmm.
Well, with any luck, I'll have this thing done by next weekend. Only have
Yeah.
about another mile left to do on it.
A mile.
But at least now you're decreasing, right?
Yes. Yeah, I'm on the 10th decrease, so it's really goes a lot faster.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Thank goodness.
I really think probably you could probably leave off a couple of, you know, like about that much of it, it would be just fine. Like 2
Probably would
repeats
be.
on either side, but we shall see. Anyway, I'll see you all next week.
Well, have a
All
great
right.
week.
Well,
See ya.
take care.
You
Well,
too.
tell Carolyn you said hi.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Okay. Bye.
Oh, did I drop a stitch? No. Something happened and I got kicked off.
I forgot that I had muted myself. There she is.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Okay, just a little slow this morning.
Are you back in your home or are you in Traverse City still?
I'm back in Traverse City. I was home for a week. But I'm back in Traverse City now. So
How are the treatments going?
he had his first two Thursday and Friday, and well, he asked, he said, did they do anything? He's not feeling any effects right
Good.
now. So
Well, that's awesome.
so yeah, so far so good.
Is
That's
he
awesome.
gaining-
Is he eating better then?
Not yet. I mean, we haven't tried too excessively much.
Right.
So hoping by midweek we'll feel, a little bit more.
Is it every day almost?
Well, he went Thursday, Friday, then he'll go Monday through Friday next week, and then the following week it's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. He's just getting 10. So,
Okay.
but the week I was gone, they kind of had a rough week, and he had lost half the weight I had got on him before I left.
Oh,
So-
no.
So we're working to get him back up to where he was,
Yeah.
type of thing. So
Yeah, that's really hard to gain weight when you can't like that. Really hard.
I mean, he was up close to 10 to 12 pounds from
Wow.
before I left. Just a week, with the tube and the protein shakes, and then he lost at least half of that while I was gone for a week.
Oh, wow.
But
What do you think?
we've got him back on track. And got the shakes going again, and got the medicine back on track the right way, and he's eating, what he can more. So we'll probably weigh him either today or tomorrow and just kind of see where we're at. again, but I can already tell, because the minute I walked in last Sunday, which was probably the worst trip I've ever taken to get up here,
Weather?
weather-wise.
Yeah.
The closer I got up here, it was probably the worst trip I've ever had,
Oh,
drive-wise. But once I got here, I could tell immediately by his look that he had lost weight. But we can already see it in his face that he's gained some back. So we're hoping he's back at least to where he was.
wow.
Um,
It shows you how much difference you're making.
so we'll see.
Yeah, wow.
But he's doing pretty good, We're
So
just
they
tired,
do 10
tired of the
treatments
weather.
and then, yeah, who isn't? 10 treatments and then what?
Then kind of I'm not sure from there, but as far as treatment wise, that would be it.
Okay.
He doesn't qualify for or chemotherapy or surgery. So we're doing the 10 radiation treatments and
Can they have more than 10? Can they reevaluate them and then go from there?
don't know. We have to kind of wait and see how this works.
Does it continue to work like it continues for a little while after it's done?
I think so, and they seem to feel that this will, take care of things, at least shrink it.
Hold it at bay kind of thing?
Yeah. So we'll see.
Okay.
So we're just playing it by ear.
Yeah.
But we got off to a real slow morning. Partly me, because I overslept. But,
You're not tired, are you?
I woke up at 6:30 and went, oh, I got a little more time before they'll get up. And then I heard Dad cough and I went, oh, I got, need to get up. And I looked and it was like 8:15 already and I had slept hard. So I'm like,
you needed it.
yeah. So today is going to be just a quiet, slow day because we don't have to go anywhere. We don't have anybody coming in. And so we can just kind of relax and do whatever.
Those are good days.
Yeah, play catch up and
Yeah.
I'm still working on my Comodo, so
Okay,
Still
well, I haven't started mine.
still trying to divide for my sleeves.
Want to see mine?
Yeah. How are your sleeves coming?
I have them. I have them on 2 sets of needle.
I was gonna say you're doing them 2 at a time, aren't you?
Well, yeah, but I had to split them because I want to try the sweater on to see how the sleeves are.
Oh yeah.
And it's gotta be an easier way to do this.
Oh wow.
There we go. Sleeve eyes.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Very pretty. Very pretty.
I'm very happy with it. I like how it kind of just flows.
Yeah.
Well, I'm at 8 repeats already. But I think I have to go because my measurement was a couple more inches than yours, and so I think I need to go to 12 repeats probably.
Okay.
Because when I counted the sleeve measurement last night, I was close to 90 stitches, and I'm like, yeah, I think I need a little bit more before I can divide. I haven't measured it lately, so because I'm like, oh.
I just did. Oh, I have it downstairs, darn it.
I think you said you did like 10.
Yeah, I did
Yeah.
10. And I have, after 5 decreases, 5 reps of decreases, I'm down to 86.
In your sleeves?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I tend to slow down the decreases right up here until I
Mhm.
get to my elbow, then I decrease a little bit more to my wrist.
Yep.
But we'll play it by ear on that. See how
There
it
you go.
goes. I just want to get to divide the sleeves.
I'm with you. I was so happy when I got to that point.
And some days I can get quite a bit done, and then I was on the same row for 3 days in a row.
Oh,
And it's like I couldn't get working to get past that,
Yeah.
I was just like, every time I'd pick it up, it's like, and then at bedtime, I'm like, yeah, I'll get this row done before bed, and then,
You're too tired.
two stitches in, I'm falling asleep. I'm like, yeah, no,
Yep.
not happening. But yesterday I finally got that row done. I was like, I'm getting this row done and be done with it. So yeah. So I don't know.
well, once you get to split, you're home free. You have less decreases that you have to think about. You can just
Yeah. You just knit and purl until the 7th row or 8th row, whatever it is, and then you do the increase, and then you just knit and purl till you get back to that one. I know.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yep. I just want to get to that point.
Exactly. I couldn't wait to get to that point. It seemed like it took forever. And then
Yeah.
I'm there.
Yep. So that's what I'm hoping. But yeah, it's like Wednesday night, we had a snowstorm come through. It closed schools Thursday morning up here. And of course, Thursday was his first treatment, but it was in the afternoon. So thankfully it was in the afternoon. So by the time we had to leave, the roads were fine. But I'm like, really? Really?
Do this to me again, are you?
Yeah. And then we're supposed to get snow Sunday night and Monday morning. And now all his treatments are in the morning. So I'm like, oh, how much? And nobody will tell me how much we're getting for Monday morning. And I'm like, because you're afraid to tell me.
Mm-hmm.
The news weather people know they're afraid to tell me how much we're going to get Monday morning.
Huh.
So I don't think it's supposed to be much, but
Well,
we'll
I
see.
have snow on the ground here from last night.
Yeah, we got a little bit overnight, but not much. But yeah, it's like, okay, people, stop this. But yeah, that was because I left the house Sunday. We had lost power.
Oh, geez.
In the middle of the night Sunday back in Wixom. And so I got up and I'm just like, I got to get going. I'm just going to get going because I know I'm going to hit something the closer I get up there. Get up north. I left in lightning, thunder, and hail for the first hour of the trip.
Oh, man.
Plus loaded the car and gathered all my last minute stuff in pitch blackness with no power at home.
Jeez.
Had heavy rain until I hit about West Branch, and I'm watching the temperature start to drop.
Oh, yeah.
And then it just hit. And I tell you, it was the worst white knuckle trip. The last, what should have been 45 minutes to an hour, took me over twice that. And how many times I almost slid off the road. And I was just like, oh my gosh. And I was talking to my daughter the whole time. And I'm like, just keep talking to me. I don't care what you tell me.
Because I'm really not hearing what you're saying.
I just need you to talk to me, to distract me enough.
Right. Yeah.
And a few times I'm like, and she's like, you're okay. You're still on the road. She's also tracking me, to see where I'm at. Because I'm like, okay, how much further till I get to this point? She's like, you're almost there. I'm like, okay, check the radar and tell me how bad it is, And I got to Kalkaska, and there's 18 miles from there. And it's like, part of me was like, I'm just going to get a hotel and I'm not leaving till tomorrow. Get there till tomorrow. But I'm like 18 miles from the house. But I had to sit there for like 20 minutes or so because just to take a deep breath, unclench my fingers. unclench my
Tell
fingers,
yourself you can do it.
and then, get back on the road for those last 18 miles. It's like, and the first 10 of those 18, it was another, nail biter. But
Oh,
once I got here, I was like, okay, I'm not going anywhere for a few days. I get back in my car for a few days. But
I hate drives like that. And that was a long drive.
yeah. Yeah,
Is it
but
normally about 4 hours up there for you?
I can do it in about 3.5 hours normally. And
Yeah.
it was a lot longer,
Oh,
but I made it. That's all that matters.
Goodness,
yeah.
safe and sound.
Made it in one piece. Yep.
Jean said to say hello in case she missed you.
Oh yeah, I was afraid I might miss her, but yep. But I'm wanted to get on real quick and check in. I was hoping to get on earlier, but like I said, we had a slower morning and things weren't moving fast, so it just took longer to get going.
Yeah, well, one step at a time.
Yep. But I will be in touch next week. Charlene must be really busy with customers.
We haven't seen much of her.
Yep. Looks like she's got a full house.
Yeah.
But I'm sure I will be in touch during the week, and
Are you leaving?
I might have to get off here in a minute.
Oh, okay.
But
I saw you get many, many treasures from Wednesday night sale.
yeah, I haven't even looked to see what I was just like, because I was in the middle of 12 other things, and and their internet's slightly slower than I'm used to, so I would put in something and then I would see someone else look like they may have gotten it ahead of me. So I'm like, okay, well, since I didn't get that, I'll do this. And so
I saw that you put lot 40 in a couple of times. I just
yeah,
weren't sure.
yeah. Yeah. And then a couple things I wanted, like I said, first right off the bat, it's like, yep, no,
Yep, no.
someone already got them. So
I was very pleased that I was able to get the two I really wanted.
mm-hmm.
I'm like, oh, Carol, it's not here. I gotta do it myself. Oh, no.
Well, I would have done it for you. I did one for someone else. That lot 30 was for someone else. I did that right away, but of course it came out as lot 40. And then I'm like, no, the next one was like, I'm like, fat fingers. I'm like, okay, well, looks like I got 40 anyway. So that's
You
okay.
did.
I'll take it. Didn't really want 40, but I'll take it. I needed 30, which I did get for Paulette. And then
I don't remember what 40 was. Do you remember offhand?
I was just looking, and it's an orange cotton. One of the cottons, so. But the other cottons I wanted, I didn't get, so.
Oh. Darn.
Because they were gone right away, so. I got 3 kind of peachy cottons. I'm like, yeah, that'll work. Then I got 38 and one other. Like, I got to go back and see what I got. Oh, and 9 must have been. Oh, and one of the sock ones I got.
Oh, yeah.
You got the zebra one, didn't you? It's the black and white, or no?
Not sure which one I picked up.
Was it 17?
No,
No. Then it wasn't zebra.
no, it was one of the Hanks of ones. But it's all good, whatever it is.
Yep.
I got a big pile to pick up behind the desk. But Charlene probably likes when I'm distracted, because then I just start putting numbers I don't pay attention. It's like, oh shoot, I gotta do that. And then I run around, do something else, and I go back to my phone going, yep, okay, yeah, this one. start punching numbers in. Like I said, sometimes I never know what I got. So
The prices are nice.
yep. It's gonna be one big giant surprise when I get it all. But
Gonna have to save up for it.
I've been saving up. It's like, yeah, I need to send her money.
Well, there were a couple of weeks you really didn't get that much, so it kind of evens out in the end.
Yeah. And there was one week I missed it totally when Dad was in the hospital. I missed it totally. So it's like, okay, I'm good. But yeah. But I should probably get off right now because we'll start trying to figure out something for lunch and keep moving. But I will chat during the week and
Okay, well, take good care of yourself.
Yeah, try to drink lots of water and get some rest.
I'm gonna try, and I'm gonna try to get some knitting done this weekend. See if I can
It's
get
like a
close
mini
to.
vacation when you get to knit, don't you think?
Yeah,
For a minute.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and knitting relaxes me, calms my mind, soothes my
Yep.
soul, and
Me
all
too.
of that. And without it, I'm a mess.
Yep.
And without all you guys, I'm a mess. So
Just know that I'm keeping you and your family in my prayers.
thank you.
Hey, if you're ever up at night, I'm up a lot at night. You can always send me a Facebook message. If I'm up, I'll respond.
Okay,
Okay.
I will.
Okay.
But you guys just keep knitting all week, and hopefully I'll have progress next week.
Yeah.
Yay, you will.
But you guys have a wonderful rest of the day.
You too. Stay safe.
Yep. Tell Charlene I said hi and bye, and I will chat with all you guys later.
All
All
right.
right. Take care.
All right. Bye.
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 She's got a lot on her plate.
Yeah, she does. To be a caretaker, especially, there's a lot of care there.
Mhm.
That's a lot.
And to be away from home.
Yep.
That's another.
Yep. I remember when we were taking care of a feeding tube, and it's a lot of work. A lot of work. And you know, she's kind of on 24/7, really.
She is. And
Yeah.
then having all that nursing background,
Yeah. Yep.
sometimes you kind of know too much.
Yeah. I know what you mean. Yeah. It makes my job seem easy right now.
Yeah.
Some days it's pretty easy. Other days it is not.
Yeah. I think we get those easy days to make up for the hard ones so we can actually
Yeah.
do them.
Well, this week for us, we have been back and forth to Ann Arbor for the last 2 weeks. Almost not quite daily. And it's a good hour and a half.
Mm.
And it's a lot, you know.
Yeah.
And I'm tired.
Well,
But I'm
yeah.
okay. I am okay, so. And he seems to be okay. The kidney surgery is, you know, at least it's not invasive. You know. And he seems to do pretty good with it, so. But you know, I couldn't believe the second day after he had that lithotripsy, they were painting and doing all kinds of stuff. Or maybe that was the third day. That might have been the third day. No, that was the second day. But then a couple days later, he was not feeling good. So it's just so up and down with him.
Was
He
it
was
that he
upset.
did too much?
Probably. He
Oh,
can't seem to tell until he relaxes, and then it's like, oh,
why did I do that to myself?
yeah, yep. So he was, last night wasn't horrible, but he did have some trouble last night. He was outside yesterday for some hours, and his friend came over and they both got some good vitamin C. It was so nice yesterday. I told him, you know, you want to go out today because I think it's going to be not so nice for a few days. So now today he's still resting, so hopefully he will get up and feel not too bad. He's making me a walk-in closet. He works on it a little bit here and there, and it's coming along.
Wow.
I'm so
Nice.
excited.
I would be too.
Oh gosh, it's going to be really nice. We're kind of redoing our living room. We took it backs our bedroom. So he took 4 foot out of the living room and made that my walk-in closet, and I can walk right through from the bedroom. We put a door behind the other door to go out through that wall. And it's drywalled and wired, and the lights are in. He's got to do, I think there's a little bit more mudding to do, and then he's going to put cedar in there.
What?
It's coming right along.
What
We
is he
bought some,
putting in?
huh?
He's putting feeder in?
Cedar.
Oh, cedar. Okay.
Yes, cedar.
I thought, what's feeder?
Yeah, and then our carpet is really old in the living room, so I think we're gonna do tile, because we have a fireplace in there, and you know, we actually have a couple holes in our carpet from the fire popping out.
Mm,
So we've talked about, if we didn't have a fireplace, I would put in that floating floor that's a vinyl lock-in deal.
mhm.
But that, you know, if the fire pops on that, it'll mess it up. So
Yeah.
I'm thinking we just do tile in the whole room. The room is smaller now, you know, because he took the closet out of the end. So I don't know for sure, but I'd like to do the floor next. We'll see how he's doing. He's got one of our nephews will come and help, so he doesn't have to be up and down so much.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. We just have to kind of work around the nephew's work, but he works super early in the morning. Like he often starts about 4:30, works at a Myers. And so he's off by 2 or so he can come over and be here like maybe 3 or 4 hours. Not every day, but a day or two in a week, maybe. And so that, you know, that will really help. And then our daughter and her husband came up and worked with him one day, which was nice. And it just, you know, it just helps him out. I'm not too good at stuff like that, and I hurt so much that I'm not very helpful.
Mm.
When I was younger, I was on the roof helping him roof, but yeah, I'm not younger anymore. I don't know how it happened, Diane. I got old fast.
Yeah, we both.
Oh my goodness. It just seems like yesterday that we were on the roof roofing this place. But that was like 32 years ago or 33 years ago.
Oh, well.
Yeah. We've
Well,
had a
time
roof
flies
since
when you're
then,
having fun.
actually. We had a roof put on it about 3 years ago just because we wanted to do it before it got bad, and that's probably the last roof we're gonna have to worry about,
Mm,
you know. So yeah, the last roof we paid someone to do it.
good.
Oh my goodness. I told him, you know, he's had this surgery. He doesn't need to be on the roof.
You know, that's it. Yeah. Dale and I were talking, taking a tree out in the backyard, and we're going to replace it. And he
Yeah.
said, well, I can take down the tree. That's not a problem. He said, I don't know if I want to dig out the stump. I said,
Oh, yeah.
no, Dale, we're at a time in our lives that you did all that before. Do what
Right.
you want, do what you can. And then we're going to have someone come in and plant the tree so we can take the stump out at the same time. Don't be silly.
Right. Well, and a lot of times they have more machinery to do some of that stuff.
Yeah, that's so true. Yeah.
And it's, you know, they can take us so much little time, so much less time than what you would have had to take.
Exactly.
So, yeah. Well, even with the closet, I said, well, you know, we could hire somebody. We just, you know, we can't do as much in a year if we do that, but that's fine by me.
Mm-hmm.
It's up to you what you want to do.
Exactly.
So he
Here it
doesn't
is.
fix the cars too much anymore. It's too hard. But I also have a newer car than I've had for a long, you know. I'm trying to keep one newer, nicer car that is easy to get in and out of for us now. In fact, I bought this car right after he got home the first time because I had a Malibu and he couldn't get in and out of it.
Oh.
So yeah, it was major and he needed to be taken out and, you know, for a ride. And he came home in the winter. And I thought, well, this is ridiculous. We had a friend with an Equinox and I had him get into that and he got right in, no problem. I'm like, okay, we're going to get a different car. So I went and I bought a car. Didn't even I drove it a little bit and didn't even hardly pay attention. I knew I wanted certain things and yeah, let's just get it and go.
Does it have all the electrical things and doodads
It
in it?
has heated seats,
Ooh.
which I love. My back hurts all the time, so that's lovely. It has leather, which means it cleans very easy, and I really like that. And it
Mhm.
has all-wheel drive, which is lovely, you know, if you're getting a little snow or something. So yeah, somewhat. Well, there you are.
We thought someone kidnapped you.
Is off. Yeah, I think the
Oh, there
sound
you
was
go.
off, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's been what you might say a crazy morning.
Well, good for you.
Would you like some donuts? We have donuts. Randy got donuts.
Yes.
Jump in the car.
Yes,
Oh,
I'd like
at
some
the
donuts.
bakery?
Randy went to the bakery.
Mm.
Oh man, I wish I was there.
Well, Jean had to get off because there you go.
Her son.
Oh, yeah, but she's going. She left.
Oh. Or she's like the ever ready Energizer bunny.
Yep, there you go. She really is.
Yeah, I know it. I don't know how old she is, but you wouldn't think it.
She is 57.
Okay, so she is younger than me. She just has so much energy.
She's a lot younger than me.
Yeah. It's right down this I'm trying to decide if this sweater is supposed to be a long sleeve. Oh yeah, it is.
Yeah, that's why Jean thought that seeing how you're doing sleeveless dress underneath it, you could do a 3/4.
I don't know what I want to do.
You're in a quandary.
Yeah, and I should have plenty of yarn to do either way. I don't know. 286. I just gotta make sure I keep track of the arm, of the rows, so I know how many I need to knit for the other side, right?
Yeah.
'Cause
Yeah,
I'm
that's
not
a
doing
good
it two at a
idea.
time. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I do them at the same, but that's how I was taught when I was learning how to knit. So
Yeah,
you just go back to how you were
yeah,
taught.
yeah.
Oh, Charlene's getting hot from somewhere.
I put in to do another test knit on a sweater I've been watching this gal write.
Oh,
And
the
it's
same person.
basically like a broken rib sweater, but I just love how it looks.
Oh,
But I haven't heard, she's supposed to decide today. So I've been watching my email to see if she decided yet. And I gotta decide exactly what yarn I'm gonna use if I get to do it. It's so much fun following, I follow several podcasts from different places. One is even in England. So fun.
I have never been on a podcast.
Oh, it's so much fun. I follow this one called Black Sheep Wools, and she's just so much fun to watch. And she was going through, she follows the Rowan, all the new Rowan designs and everything. She was going through the book and showing you all the designs, and how fun. And they're doing a vest knit along right now. They just either they just started, they might be casting on Monday. But they had like about 4 or 5 different ones you could do. So that was fun. That's been fun. And then I follow a gal that's a stewardess. So her podcast is called Nitty Stew. And she's based out of Canada, and I can't remember exactly where in Canada. But she does her podcast usually from a hotel somewhere where she's for overnight or whatever till her next flight. And so sometimes she shows you a little bit of the town or takes you to a knitting shop there. So that's really fun.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm trying to think who else I follow. There's a shop I follow in California. They do something 5 days a week.
Wow.
And then there's another gal I follow I think she's in Anacortes, Washington.
Oh, okay.
And then there's I try to keep up with them all. I don't always catch them all, but then there's one out of New York, like right near part of the city. I don't remember which part. And there's one out of, where is she? Maryland. So yeah, I'm just having a ball. Oops. Oops. There's a Have a Ball Fall Crawl. Have you ever heard of that?
Oh, what?
It's called Have a Ball Fall Crawl.
No.
So it's an internet yarn crawl.
Oh my gosh.
And they've done it usually they do it over 2 weekends. Like it might be Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or Saturday, Sunday, I can't remember. I think it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And they usually have a dozen or so shops involved. And they're from all over the United States. A couple
Mhm.
years ago, they had some from Canada, but I don't think they did last year. And so they get 45 minutes. They have a 45-minute time slot. And usually they'll feature maybe 3 to 5 patterns that either they've written there or their shop, they've got kits for them. So, you know, they'll feature certain things and they may run a sale or something on them. And you just jump around the country and hear from all these shops from different locations. It's so fun.
Wow.
Yeah, it's really
And
fun.
then you can purchase online.
You can, yep.
Okay.
And what I do usually is I watch all of them and then I narrow it down to just a few because you can't afford. I mean, it would be fun to buy from every single one, but you know, gets to be a little too much.
Yeah, a little
So-
pricey there.
Yeah. So I write down my most favorite things from each place and then I kind of narrow it down to my top, you know, few. But you know, you got to meet all these personalities and see what they're doing, you know, and see different yarns, and it's just really fun.
What did I miss?
I was just talking about this thing called Have a Ball Fall Crawl. Have you ever heard of it?
Have a ball fall crawl?
Yeah.
Nope.
Okay, so it's an internet-based
Oh,
yarn.
crawl.
Yeah.
I've heard of those before.
And so it's usually in the fall, like I want to say either late September, early October, maybe. And it's all around the country. And you jump around, you get 45 minutes for each shop. And there's usually maybe a dozen to 15 shops or so. And they have 45 minutes to present whatever maybe it's patterns they've written there or something that's sold very well in their area or whatever. They present these things. And of course, they're available to purchase.
Right.
And what I usually do is I write down the things that I'm interested in. And then at the very end of the whole thing, then I'll go purchase, you know, not from every shop, obviously, but my most favorite things. So it's introduced me to a lot of different shops around the country, and it's just been really fun.
Cool.
Yeah. So that's how I met the people that I visited one of the shops in California when we went. And that's how I met them.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. How fun, huh?
Very fun.
Yeah. So yeah, it's something I really enjoy and you do it right from home. So if I'm needed at home, I'm right here, you know. And plus, you know, you don't have the cost to travel places. Because that can add up too.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
Not that it wouldn't be fun, but you know. Boy, I've got a yarn yuck here.
You miss Carolyn.
I know. I missed everything.
She only came on for maybe 10 minutes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not long.
She said it was a slow morning.
Yeah. Not slow here.
No.
Yeah.
I got the electrician here putting our plug it, hooking up our car thing.
Oh, okay.
It's some ladies that came from Lansing that were planning to come. And then a
Nice.
lady bought a bunch of my beads.
Oh, good.
And a couple other ladies bought a bunch of Cosette.
Did they buy that one I was eyeing? Probably.
Which, oh, no, I don't think so. Let me go check, but I don't think so.
I'm still thinking about that.
Nope, it's still there.
Oh,
Do you hear it calling your name?
oh, kinda. I liked it pretty well.
That one's still there, but there's 5 big holes of other things missing.
Yeah.
5 big, they got all of the color of, you know, the ones that they got, and there's 5
Yeah.
holes. So it's getting down there.
Yeah. I noticed you took a lot of the blue out, or somebody did.
I took a lot of everything.
She owns up to it.
In the co-set I did. I got a couple nice bins.
Well, I noticed a lot of closet was gone. I thought, uh-huh.
Uh-huh. Yeah. I told Randy, I said, I think I need to pack some of that up. He's like, yeah, well, do you want me to get you a bin? They're downstairs. I'm like, sure. So he brings up
Yeah.
a bin. The next day I'm working on it and I text him and I said, I think I need another bin. He's like, go ahead. They're downstairs. I'm like, you're such an enabler.
Yes.
I got one of those, but not to Randy's extent.
No.
No. It's just,
I think mine, it depends on the day.
Yeah.
One day I have a lot of yarn and the next day it's okay if I get some more.
I was thinking how we both buy yarn,
Right.
but even before that, he was very generous to a fault.
Have you driven your car yet?
It's got 101 miles on it.
Oh my
Wow.
gosh. That's
I
quite a
drove it
few
home
times.
from the dealership from Ann Arbor. And then, yeah, we drove it a couple times over to my dad's.
Okay.
How's Dad doing?
It's pretty good.
He's
Pretty
so
good.
sweet.
He's very sweet.
How's Jan?
He's
Anywhere,
good. She's good.
mishap? I think of her a lot because there's a couple, well, there's one lady in my younger classes and she always wears a visor.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So
Yeah,
I see
Jan
her and I
always,
think,
he always
"Hmm."
does that. I don't know.
Did you say, Charlene, that about half of your family is in the Traverse City or UP or something?
No, I have two sisters, one older, one younger. My older sister is up in the UP near Sault Ste. Marie, and then my younger
Oh, okay.
sister is in near like Torch Lake,
Okay.
Charlevoix, Elk Rapids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then don't you have somebody in town too? I mean, your dad, but
My mom is here, yeah, and my dad's in Brighton.
okay.
Yep.
But you don't have any siblings there.
No, just two sisters, one older, one younger, both up north.
Okay.
Well, I hate to end this now that I'm finally able to see you guys, but I'm afraid my battery might die.
Oh my gosh, I didn't even look at the time. Okay,
Yeah.
ladies, take care. See you
You
next
too.
week.
Thank you so
Glad
much.
to see you. Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Bye.